Ah, I got the mosquito virus.
Baby, hurry down my chimney tonight. You know, I really don't like it when you don't follow it up with
So the
alright.
Cardinals talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this
No,
upcoming
it feels
game
forced
2?
now. I don't want it.
Matt, there's no
I don't know
doubt they're
what you
riding
said. I'm
high after
watching
coming out on
House of
top in
Cards.
game 1,
I
but that
said,
doesn't have these players.
Yuri baby, hurry down my chimney tonight.
Alright.
I love it.
Kyle, baby, hurry down my chimney to new.
Alright.
No, you're supposed
Oh.
to say ooh woo.
Leading
off
coaches
the
and
game.
about
There
this
it
game
is.
or the rest of the series.
Labor.
Sure, it's nice to get
Torres.
the first 4 wins out of the way, but many players told me they have to bring the same level of focus, intensity, and execution with them into game 2, especially since their opponent is going to be even hungrier for a win here tonight.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Ow.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder,
Pitch of the end.
Aaron
Bruh.
Judge.
Aaron Judge is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now.
supposed to
A
get
lefty
3
and a
packages in
right-hander start to get
Wait.
behind 0-2 now. Judge is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. So he got him swinging. Aaron Judge
The batter,
down for out
the
number
third
2
baseman,
in the top half.
Miguel,
Hit in the air down the right
and
field line.
Duhar.
But this will land untouched. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will...
Oh.
Bottom of the inning now. And that'll
Leading
bring
up
the
for
big
the
bat of Paul
Cardinals,
Goldschmidt.
the first baseman,
First pitch on
Paul
its way.
Goldschmidt.
Pete Matt, you like can't die.
That's the first down.
Now
I forgot
batting,
about that,
right
and I was
fielder,
playing
And
with
that'll
it
bring
damn
in
Ron
Fernando
Beard.
Reyes. Past meetings
Reyes.
against Cessa. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats.
All ones the
And
count.
that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Reyes has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. Ball 1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
Hello.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it,
Hello.
and that's the 2nd out of the
Oh,
inning.
you're so fucking cute.
That's what I wanted to do.
You're so cute. No. Where you going? What are you doing? Long boy. Santa baby. Hurry down my chimney tonight. Alright. Alright.
The left fielder, number 25, Avisail.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis
Garcia.
half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Popped up. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
That's more accurate.
And there's ball 1.
Outside.
2 out, nobody on. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In comes Judge. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
That's weird. It was supposed to start
7th
raining.
inning ready to roll.
Leading off for the
Standing in
Yankees,
is the veteran
the
outfielder,
left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later
Taking a
innings.
good thunderstorm.
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch
Ball,
of the
that's
inning
rolled.
is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Ball and a strike.
1-1.
And that changeup makes
One
him
ball,
jump. A swing
2
and a
strikes.
miss. Ready on 1 and 2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball. Digging in to
Now
try it
batting,
again. Gary
the
Sanchez
catcher, Gary
sat down on strikes in
Sanchez.
his last at bat, and he gets ahead 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out at Mark DeRosa. So
Now
far,
batting,
so good. A
the
pretty
center
decent outing.
fielder,
Yeah, and I
Aaron.
think it's going to be battered
Oh,
and
and 1.
here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
The guy
Nope,
in the mound
that's
is
a ball.
having one heck of a night, but the downside
1 ball,
of that,
1 strike.
you're going to strike out a lot of guys. Your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to
The
the
count
end.
is 1
Count
and
is
2.
1 and 2 now. Had to sit back on the chain on that one. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hard liner to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first
Now,
good swings
your attention,
we've
please.
seen anybody put
Pinch
on this
hitting
guy
for New
so
York.
far. He's been throwing
Number
the ball
14,
really well, but that was
Tyler
one of the few mistakes
Wade.
we've seen him make.
The 0-1 delivery.
Hey!
Hicks at second with 2 down.
Nope.
Change up, and he ain't buying it.
1 ball, 2
2
strikes the count.
That's a
Guys, I
good
gotta
but
take
risky
my
take
dog
there.
out.
On
2
0-2,
balls,
some
2 strikes.
umpires have no problem
I
ringing you
gotta
up on a
feed my
pitch that
doggy.
close.
And he's going to add to the total.
I gotta
14
give my doggy
punch-outs
her
now.
medicine.
Your
Jonathan
attention,
Holder
please.
gets the call from
I
the
need to
pen
go to
take
bed.
over on the mound and start the home
Number
7.
56, Jonathan.
I was waiting for the
Ready to
remote
go
of
for the
that.
last half of the inning, and into bat
I'm a
next will
little
be
sleepy
Tyler
baby.
O'Neill. high in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. Looks it into his glove.
Well,
You ready for it to be awful?
And there's one gone.
Oh, I plan on it.
Because here's what happens. Cran won't
The
buy
batter,
you
number
back
11.
if you die
Shortstop.
unless you
Ball.
pass his test of being
Young.
deemed as
Ready?
useful.
Here's the first offer. In there, no balls and a strike. And some action out in the game.
That man will literally buy a
Now
kiss.
as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Huh.
Weak grounder down the line at third.
that sounds.
But that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now.
Very Crayon. That sounds very on brand for Crayon.
Ball.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not
All right.
quite sure.
I go now. Bye-bye.
You know what they say.
And he fouls this one off.
Me party.
The 1-2.
I was hoping to stay in there to quell my my rage towards the bullshit in this game. So at least
I
the
got
end
to
of
count.
game
2 and
2.
2.
One out,
Because
nobody
I
on.
don't think I've seen any sort of anywhere, like not even in the craziest of porn that I've ever watched,
What
have
do
I
you
ever
do?
seen
One
someone
inside,
get
and that'll run
fucked
things full.
as hard as
3-2.
this game fucked
These
me
are the kind of ABs, regardless
in
of
that
the
last-
outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player.
in
There's
that
a
bullshit.
swing, and he sends a ball high in the air. into
Wasn't
left
that
field.
bat Paul
And it's
DeYoung?
gone, as they
Continues
add
to be the
still
best player
another.
on this team in the postseason. I mean, this is a shit team, but still.
That is a great piece of hitting. Certainly love the result. I have no idea how he takes a slider, potentially outside and off the plate.
Now batting,
Pulls it for a home
catcher.
run.
Yachty
Yachty,
Molina
yeah.
digging in now.
He's on a very
Slow
specific
Molina.
voice line.
In there for
I like that
0-1
more.
for count.
A slider that
No
could have
hits
been
to
off
this
the plate and he pulls it for a home run. Like, that's very specific as a slider.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground.
I think the only way that like really played off is
there's
because
out
it's
number
a
two.
righty throwing the slider. If that's a lefty throwing that slider, there's no way that ball could have been
Now
hit.
batting, the pitcher.
Corey Kluber.
Corey.
Great on the mound, so we'll see
Ladies
if he
and
can do
gentlemen,
something with the bat
your
here
attention,
as well.
please.
He's earned the chance
Pinch
to
hitting
take
for the
this
Cardinals.
in.
Yeah, Matt, when
Number
the guy's throwing
13,
the ball as well as
Matt.
he has, it kind of forces the
Carpenter.
manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this ground.
And
He's
see,
out.
it's
Leave
the
it there.
funniest part about when the game fucked me was
Now
and that's the thing,
pitching
I don't
for the
care
Cardinals.
if I lose this
Number
game.
60.
I don't care.
John.
Like the series is 1-1,
Trivia.
and I am still like 98%
Hey, there's an old
confident
saying
in
in
my
baseball, you need
ability to
take a
win this
strike
World
in this
Series.
one. Well, he got one there.
And if
Now
I
he
drop a
just needs
game,
to
so
find
be
a
it.
way
No
to get
balls,
on.
2 strikes.
But that was not even like
Fouled away.
just an unlikely situation where like
Next
it's
0-2.
always going against me. Like for example, the line drives
I got
back
to
to the
count
mound.
1
Right
and
now,
2.
DJ
That's a
LeMahieu
pitch
hits
right
one
there.
back at
You
John
gotta
Brebbia.
just lay
It could
off. There's a
keyhole
good chance
right
he's
below
gonna
his
throw
dick,
it on
but still
0-2.
get through his
If he
legs
can
for
recognize
and
he's
up the middle
starting
past
down
the
in the zone,
defenders
you know
for a
it's
single.
only gonna go
Whereas
down
when I
from
hit pitch balls back to the pitcher, it could be something
Again,
that
he sends
deflects
it out
off
of
his
play.
face and would otherwise fucking
Man, he's
concuss a
gonna be
man.
kicking himself
But the
when he
pitcher
goes and
reacts so
watches
quick
the
enough to turn
video
a double
after
play.
this one. That's a change.
You know. But that was literally the definition of fucking me. I didn't touch my, like, right now I'm holding my controller with the only thing I pressed there was L1. The only thing on my controller was my left hand holding the left,
Now batting.
like,
The first
where
baseman.
your hand goes, and then my index finger on
Maybe
L1.
they can
Just throw
string
to cut off.
together a few.
Nothing
get
else.
back
If my
into
right hand
this
wasn't even
thing.
on the controller.
Standing
Like,
in now.
Luke Voigt.
when that ball got hit to
Working
center
on a
field,
1
I
for
didn't have a
3
finger
thus far.
near any buttons at all other
Reception
than
on the
my
slider
thumb
there
on
is
the
way
left
out in
stick
front.
to move my center
Gotta believe you're
fielder
gonna get
to
some
catch
tough
the routine
pitches in
fly
this
out.
count with the
But
But
base
for
open
some
at
fucking
first. This is
reason,
where you have
he
to
moved
regroup
very
and find a
slowly,
way to get a
jumped,
pitch drive in
and
that
then
run.
just stood there and
He
refused to.
struck
And
him
because that's the thing,
out.
even if
Third
I
time he's banned in the
fat
game.
fingered a jump somehow there,
First off,
Now
and I
batting.
accidentally jumped, or if I
second
jumped on
base.
purpose because I'm a dick, you
Labor.
know, whatever. Some people do that.
Torres.
There was worlds of time. There was like a whole
I got to
decade
count 0 and
passed
2.
before that ball came down. He had plenty of time to gather his bearings, resettle under the ball, and make the catch. But for some reason, when I'm holding the left stick, moving my center fielder to try and go back to the ball. He just wasn't moving.
The right fielder, number 99.
So then what happens from there? Okay, so then there's a runner at third with nobody out, but I'm up 6-0, so it's not a big deal. Or 5-0, so it's not a big deal. I don't really care. Next batter comes up, I get the out. The batter after that comes up, I get the out. So that would have been 3 outs right there. That would have ended the game, 2-0 series lead, and I'm probably done with this team by
Your
now.
attention, please.
Series.
Now pitching for the
But instead, with 2 outs, then I give up a 2-run shot. Okay, so then what happens after that? A couple batters later, 3-run shot instead of just getting 1 fucking out. All of that bullshit. And there were wall scrapers at that. There were 2 home runs that you can rob, but really you can't.
Now batting, second
I
base.
put that in quotes.
Colton.
Like, that is the worst I've ever seen myself get fucked. Or anyone get fucked. I've seen some fucking in my days.
Well, that's a
You know,
nasty breaking ball right there.
that was
Backboard slider, just missed the
unholy
corner.
amounts
As
of
they say,
just,
that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
like, that's turning an ass into the Grand Canyon with how far you fucked it by spreading, spreading the ass to fuck it. I'm still taken aback by it. It's been like an hour.
Now
I got
batting,
off,
first
I went
baseman.
and took my shit. I
Goldschmidt.
talked to my mom for a little bit, and I played on Apex for a little bit, and I sat here for a little bit.
Here's the first pitch to him.
And I am still astounded by the amount of fucking that went into that.
And looked like ball 2 below the
Yeah,
knees,
that's definitely
but
ball
it's
2
ruled a
right there.
strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And I'm mad because some players had some. I mean, I got DeYoung a home run, so at least that worked out. But
Here
whatever.
it comes. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing? He's down 1-2.
But it was starting to look like Franmil
He's
Reyes
gone
might be
to the
making the
well
case
with
for
that
World Series
pitch
MVP
3
because he had like
times in a
3
row.
or 4
I'm
hits in this
interested
game.
to see if he changes it up right here.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put it. In now, Miguel Andujar.
So let's try this again. Different part of the lineup at least.
9th inning with his guys
third
in
baseman,
danger of going down 2
Miguel.
games to none if they
And
can't
Dumas.
rally. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I believe the bullshit. And that's the thing, they didn't even call it an error. How do you not call that an error? Just because the ball didn't make contact with the fielder? I feel like you can still deem a play an error if the ball didn't make contact with the fielder because there's.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start
Up next
working
for the Yankees.
outside the zone.
The left
Easier
field.
Wow,
said
that's
than
a
done.
terrible
That's the
call.
way to do it.
Giancarlo Stanton comes on with 1
No
gone
ball,
here as he
2
looks
Got
strikes.
to get him with the Stanton special, slider down and away.
I think it's about
Yep.
time to choke up on
Cool,
that
the
man,
one-
get that
and that
foot
one too
down.
for that man.
He's awfully tardy right now.
So we got him swinging.
And then this
Giancarlo
dickhead of all
Stanton.
people,
batter.
so he's the one that hit the 2-run
catcher.
shot.
2 in the top
Oh,
of the
yeah.
ninth.
The 2
No
outs. We
balls
should
and
have
1
had an
strike.
at-bat in that inning. It should have been 1-2-3 for Jordan
Sliced
Hicks.
hard on the ground. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
No, he's
Oh, you're
safe.
actually coming to
Boy,
base
this
for
has
once.
been really frustrating. They're piling
He's
up
badass
the base
there.
hits,
We
but
Now
beat that out.
batting.
He's a piece
The
of shit.
center
One
fielder,
big knock that drives
Aaron
some runs
Hicks.
in. Yeah,
Hicks.
this can get frustrating for a team. Doesn't matter what your batting average is. The bottom line is W's and L's, and they got to find a way to get some runs.
He's got a hit in 3
The 2 outs
at-bats
in
to
the ninth.
this point. And this is swung on and missed.
1 ball,
so
2
now
strikes
they
to
find
count.
themselves down to their final
3.
strike tonight.
See you later.
And he gets
Some Hicks on
strike
Hicks
three
violence.
called to end it
Damn
here,
Hicks.
and with that, this
I want to
one
get done
is
with
over.
this.
So the Cardinals
Hicks didn't.
top the way to the World Series.
Hopefully we get it. Doubt it'll happen.
Yeah, another impressive win puts them up 2-0 as this ball classic will shift to a new venue now. They will certainly enjoy their game of rest before they have to gear it up again for game 3.
And now, what about the Yankees?
My
And
girl
they're
called me
facing some long
crying
odds,
because her
having
man
to
broke
win
up with her,
4
so
of
I'm at
5
Target
now,
about to buy her
Matty V.
wine and
But if
shit,
they
and I
could
see her
just grind
snap.
out a win in game
Tell me
3,
why she
the
posted a
match
picture of
would
him.
start to look
Post a picture
little
of
bit
him.
better.
Had to
I
put
look for
everything
them to
back.
gather
Moral of the story:
themselves
you gotta
and
wait
to
3 to
come
5
out
business
swinging
days
in the
before you
next
believe
couple
girls
of
about
days.
breakups.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the
game
players.
3,
Heidi?
and we're up like...
Matt, they've started
We're up,
strong in this World Series, jumping to a
they're being shut out again. They have yet to
lead,
score a
with the
run
series now
in this
shifting
series.
to a new ballpark.
Okay, we're up 3.
When I asked these players
Leading off
their
for St.
outlook
Louis.
on Game
Of course,
3,
it's raining.
The first
they
baseman.
Like, what the
not
fuck?
Paul.
They would not
underestimating
play
their
these games if we were
opponent.
going to
As
rain
one
like this.
player put it, we've got to be prepared
God,
for
a hanging
counterpunch.
curveball, and
Our
I'm
opponents
laid on
had
it.
a day to brew on games
With my
1 and
best
2,
hitter,
and I
especially
guarantee
against
they're going to
lefties.
come out ready to go tonight. We've got to stay aggressive and try
The
to keep
batter,
them off balance.
the designated hitter, Franmil
Digging in now,
Reyes.
Franmil Reyes. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home.
Jeez, Jordan Montgomery, why don't you throw something that'll, you know, maybe break a plate of glass if you throw it at it.
Now Reyes with a drive, well hit
That's
out to
not
deep
gone.
left field.
It's probably going to catch it
And
for
he
that
will
matter.
run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second
I
out.
fucking hate
the left
this
fielder,
game.
number
So
25.
here's Avisail Garcia.
Avisail
He's working on a 1 for 2
Garcia.
games so far.
1-0.
Well below the knees, laid off
That
on the
seems so much
changeup
slower
there.
than 81 for
Yeah,
some
the
reason.
rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say
No,
that
that's
again,
low.
man.
Ball.
It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately.
Swing, high drive,
That
left
might
field
get
and
out.
deep.
No, it's not.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, Giancarlo Stanton does not make that play either. But that's besides the point.
Leading off for the Yankees,
God, I
the
miss him.
shortstop,
I can't wait
DJ.
to
LeMahieu.
probably after my beginner playthrough, when I do every team a second
Late
time on
swing
beginner,
there.
No
and
ball.
Breaking
Shoot
ball
strike.
must have been looking for something else.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all
I'm
of
probably
the
gonna
spots, and
hook up.
that's been
I
a
just
big
don't know
factor
where I'd
why
put my
he's
PS2
been
if
so
I brought it down
successful
here.
up to this point.
Now
Got him
batting,
swinging on the
number
fastball
29.
there. DJ LeMahieu
Yeah.
is retired leading off the bottom of the 6th. No balls and a strike to count.
I want to hook it up
That's over.
No, that's
but
down.
mainly
Ball.
for
Ball and
MVP
a strike.
05, but also for, like I said, I think I said SmackDown Wrestling Speed. I need a new controller.
No
I think,
contact.
though.
1 and
Mine
2
is so
count.
dusty and dirty.
No runs,
And
2 hits,
shit for
no
that matter,
errors
too,
for the
but-
Yankees so far. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2.
Oh, definitely PT3.
Misses,
Ball. That's
ball
down.
2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult. On the
I love
opposing
facing the
pitcher.
Yankees in the ALCS or
Down
the
on
World Series
strikes
because
for the second time here
it's seemingly
tonight.
my pitching's always
Now
very much on
batting,
point
second
because pitching
baseman.
steps up in October.
Labor.
But also, they just strike out so fucking
Torres.
much. Like,
Base hit
it
to
is
left
such
field.
a two ends of the spectrum lineup. Like they'll take a deep a lot, sure.
And they
You know,
keep
they're a
the
home run
inning
hitting
alive
team.
with a base
They also
hit. You can
fucking
see that's only
suck
the
when it
third
comes
hit.
to
The right
striking out.
fielder,
They
number
strike out
99.
so much.
He's still
Perez.
under control out there.
Low. Ball.
Judge.
And that's actually one thing that is
Hey,
seemingly
a 2-out single isn't all that
accurately
bad, but it can
represented
be
in this game is
when you've
how
got
much
this
1-1.
lineup
is
coming
out.
up.
No,
offer
that's
on
out.
that one.
And
2 balls
Carlos,
and
and
a
he should go
strike.
through this inning and maybe one.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch.
Ball.
But if
Oh,
he
for
wants
the
to
love
get
of
him to swing at
God.
it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to
Tyler
the
White,
strike
yeah,
zone.
Tyler can stay up actually.
Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side and new inning set to get underway.
Leading
And
off
to
for the
bat
Cardinals,
next will be Tyler
The right
O'Neill.
fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him
0
up.
and 1.
What is Jordan Montgomery's overall and mainly his break? Where the fuck did he come from?
High in the air out to
Dude,
center
I'm getting
field.
sick of these
Hicks
hanging
is under
pitches
it.
that just don't go anywhere when I make good timing.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1 and 0.
runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. On
Damn
the
it,
ground
dude.
to the left side.
Such a big break on that pitch.
On to
Looks
first.
good because it's so high for the most part, and it dips
Now
towards the
there are
end.
2 away.
It's slow, so you gotta
Now
sit on
batting,
it.
the center
So
fielder,
digging in now,
Harrison
Harrison Bader. He's
Bader.
grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips
I like
to
that
the
picture
plate.
because he doesn't have any hair. See?
Now here's a ball
Hello,
in the air to
Harrison
straightaway
Bader.
Right field. This ball's got plenty of
The other
carry to
way.
it, and it is out of here.
Gotta make use of your at-bats, right? Make them
When you're
count.
facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts
It
the
pulls him out of the
attention,
game.
guys in your lineup.
Now pitching for the New York
Here
Yankees,
comes the Yankee manager now
Number
up out of
0,
the dugout on his way to the
Adam
mound. And he's gonna motion for his
Ottavino.
bullpen. That'll do it for the starter tonight. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball.
Yeah, whatever. All right,
Last
C-Mark.
half of the 7th here.
the
Standing in is
leading
the
off
DH.
for the
Yeah.
Yankees,
That
Maybe
missed
like a
that ball.
scoring
hitter.
Catch
position.
the zone there.
Miguel.
Wow.
Dips.
Hey,
and
this is a real
Duhar.
pesky hitter right here as a
Will.
pitcher. You really like
Nope,
to keep
ball.
this guy
Take
off
the
the
zone.
bases. This is a guy that kind of
2-0
sets
the
the
count.
I
table
wonder if we play the
for big
Warriors.
innings.
That's another game, but I have that on here.
2-1
Like the
after the foul
Warriors.
ball there.
I wanna play Destroy All
Now
Humans
here's
too,
the
but
pitch.
we kind of fell off there. I wanna
Drilled
play some
right
Grand
back
Theft
up
Autos
the
again.
middle.
It's a summer
And
thing.
that's
Every
a
summer I
base
always
hit,
want to
so
play
the
at least
pressure's
one
on
Grand
to
Theft
open
Auto.
up the inning.
All right, I'll let that one slide, Carlos. You got
Hey,
one
some
more
guys can
leash.
handle
One
a
more.
postseason
Oh yeah,
lights,
never
and
mind.
this
You're
is
gonna
Now
get
batting.
this.
one of them.
The left
Another
fielder,
base hit, leading off for the
Giancarlo
boys. This guy's had a
Fucking
monster
dumb.
Sanchez.
The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they
Your
can
attention,
get this
please.
one in at some
Now
point.
pitching
Now,
for
this
St.
is
Louis,
where it becomes tricky.
Number
for the
30,
pitchers right now.
Tyler
You have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on
No
red
balls,
alert as
2
the
strikes.
delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of
That's
who's
a
going
ball.
to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
To 1-2 now.
Strike
Now a
3.
changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Well, the rain is finally past us
Up next
as
for the
we
Yankees,
welcome you back.
the
Tyler
first
Webb
baseman,
will take the rubber once
Luke.
again after the long
Boy.
delay. It'll
0
be
balls, 1
interesting to
strike.
see how that might affect him. But stepping in to get play started again, Luke Voigt.
0-2.
Big swing and a
It's weird
miss
that
at
they're
the
making
fastball,
that
and he's
call
behind
now
in
as
the count
opposed to
0-2.
for the actual guy that came up to start play back up.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
now batting, catcher, Gary
Settling in now, Gary
Sanchez.
Sanchez. He was retired after popping
Ball,
out
that's
in
down.
his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a
Hit
big
right.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Interesting curveball. Not where I wanted it for the most part.
The 1-2. Chases out of the
Nice,
zone
Tyler
for strike
Webb.
3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Like to see that.
Ready now, Tommy Edman.
Leading off for the
Struggled
Cardinals,
at the top of the lineup
the
in this
shortstop,
one, hitless to this
Tommy
point.
Edmond.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Really surprised they're
ball,
sticking
no
with
strike.
Ottavino
High with
here
that
after a
one. It's
90-minute delay.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander
On top
up
of
and
the time that
throwing
he was
in
sitting on the
bullpen.
bench during that lineup anyways. Like, while they were on offense.
Fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
One of my
So for him, it was
favorite
probably
pitches in the
closer to
game
like
right
an hour
here.
and
The
45
old Greg
minutes.
Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Lined hard toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Now batting, second
Stepping
baseman,
up to the plate.
Colton Wong has a
Colton
triple
Wong.
in Yankee Stadium. Why is it offering me, like, give me the option to bunt? Oh, he's got a really high bunt.
Was a
That's
fly
weird.
out for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes.
I haven't really seen that all year.
Swung
though.
on, but fouled off
Oh,
to the
who's
left.
at third actually? Because they have the really shitty third baseman out there now. So if they have the shit third baseman to try it, but I think that's Urshela.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Or
Now
no,
a
no,
swing
no.
and a little bouncer
And
softly
Duhar's
hit to the
the
right
shit
side
one,
of the
at
mound.
least with like arm
Throw
action.
gets him to
I don't know.
left.
Who's at third for them? Urshela, yeah. So and Duhar's the shitty.
now
fielder.
batting,
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. with this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
That was an error. How is that an error?
The designated
Are you
hitter.
fucking kidding me? This game is retarded.
Reyes.
This game is actually retarded.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Hicks. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning.
I wish there was an alternative to this game sometimes.
Stepping in, Aaron Hicks.
This game is just
Leading off
retarded.
for
Like,
the
it's
Yankees.
fucking retarded.
The center
I don't
fielder.
really have any other way to put it other than it's fucking
In
retarded.
the bottom half of the eighth. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in
Like,
this
I wonder
spot.
what
Well, he
MVP
got
would
one
look
there.
like if
Now he just needs
that
to find a way
were
to
still a
get
thing today. Would it have graphics on the level of this? Because if it would, then I'd say that I'd probably be playing that over this. Because that game didn't seem to be as retarded. And that's, trying to talk past the nostalgia classes.
But in this situation, he was
This
able
game's
to
just
hold back.
fucked on so
That's a
many
nice
levels.
take.
Got him
Up
swinging
next
on the
for the Yankees.
fastball there. Aaron
The
Hicks
shortstop,
comes the first out
DJ.
in the bottom of the eighth inning.
Mayhew.
Wind up and the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's
It
way
is
out
crazy
in
to
front.
see how far we've come in terms of graphics for this game.
Chance here for the second baseman Wong.
Nice
In
play.
time
That's it.
at first, and there are two away.
TV up here since I got the air on.
Now batting.
That'll
Number
bring in
29.
Giovanni Urshela. 0 for 3 with a
He
couple
kinda
of
looks like a mini
strikeouts for him
Stanton.
at this point in the ball game. Strike one to start the at
It's
bat.
weird.
This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
No balls. Two
Two
strikes.
well-executed pitches at the knees.
And we'll have to leave it there.
John
as this
Brebbia.
is strike three,
Good
and
inning.
that will
Great inning.
retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 4-0.
Ladies and
Jonathan
gentlemen,
Holder
your
enters from
attention,
the pen
please.
to start
Open up
the
song
ninth
pop.
inning
Now
as he'll
pitching
try to
for
keep
the New
this
York.
Not play anything, but I just opened it up. I completed week 4. Day 28 reward is +1 streak, first streak boost. 1 XP note on a correct 5th answer during gameplay. Oh, cool. I see how this works. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted.
right where it is, heading to the
Number
bottom of the ninth.
56, Jonathan
From the stretch,
Holder.
ground ball sent back up the middle.
I think Avisail Garcia
This will
might
make
win
its
World
way
Series
into
MVP at this
center
rate.
field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Into the box, Tyler O'Neill, and it's grounded just foul down the line.
That was a decent pitch to run on. I didn't realize it was coming in at 85, because that wasn't the best jump, but it wasn't the worst either. That's a
Runner
terrible
going
jump.
a second time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw
I'm lucky there was a bad throw, though.
is not in time. Pretty
I don't know if
close,
anyone has
but he
stolen
got
base
in there
before that,
safely.
but if not,
You don't
or
see
Avi
that
just got
very often
tacos
against
for
this
America.
guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a
Fuck Gary
successful
Sanchez.
start at second base.
He does have a good arm. I'll give him that. I don't know how accurate it is, but I know he can throw missiles to second.
The 1-2.
But still, it's fuck Gary
Swing and a liner
Sanchez.
to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
But because he stole second, he was able to score on that one. So way to go, Avi.
No mistake what he was
Way
sitting
to
on,
go.
looking for a dead
Now
red
batting,
piece of cheese
the
middle of
third
the
baseman.
plate, and he didn't
I'm
miss.
gonna go with
Ball.
probably Paul DeYoung for postseason
Young.
MVP, at least at this rate.
To the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in standing.
And as of now, most likely Avi for World Series. Depends on how Game 4 goes. That's
Paul
an
DeYoung digs in next.
atrocious jump.
So go after
Jesus,
the first
Tyler
pitch
O'Neill.
and bounce
I
it
wish you
into
could control their jump.
foul
Like, I just press L2 and I can't, like, send them when I want to send them. So I would send him now.
He's running again.
But he wasn't
Foul
running
off.
until, like, a solid, like, 1.5 full seconds after I had said that.
Now a throw over.
So, like, he would have been absolutely thrown out. Like, that's the thing. Dude's got 94 speed, should absolutely be great at stealing bases, but his stealing is 9. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, just run. Like,
Running yet again for second. Strike called. Now the throw down.
No,
He's
he's safe.
in there easily as the throw
I'm mad that I
bounces
took
on
that
the way
strike.
down.
The batter,
So
the
that'll
center
bring in
fielder,
Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
That last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good
0-1.
fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
I really hate that little whistle that plays when someone strikes out, when the Yankees pitchers get a strikeout. I feel like it's not there in real life.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. This will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride. In left
Like, I feel like I have never heard
Oh,
that.
and it's off target, and he'll be safe.
I know the Red Sox have something when they strike someone out, and
Yadier.
that's not in the game, so that's kind of fun.
Yadier Molina, runner in scoring position with two guys. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front.
Like the lock button on my phone case is starting to go away. Like, not on my phone itself, but it's weird to explain.
0-1 the count to Molina. He's way outside, and that's straight to the backstop.
I wish that counted as an RBI for Yachty.
On the wild pitch. My goodness.
I don't believe that it does. I think if you get walked in
Now
for a
the
run,
1-1 pitch. Hit down the third base
or like if the bases were loaded and Yachty took a walk, that counts as an RBI.
2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a blooper out toward left center.
Because that would have scored a run, damn.
In there, base hit.
But he probably might not have gotten that pitch to hit, or that hit if
Definitely
those
tried
runs
to
were out there,
elevate
so.
the heater right there. with
It is what it
the
is. We got the lead.
Now
way too
batting.
much of the plate.
The
Nice
shortstop,
execution by the
Tommy
Tyler Lyons
Edman.
comes on to pitch
Your
now.
attention, please.
Better results than
Now
the
pitching
other
for the
arms
Yankees.
that they've run out there in this
Number
one. Lifted
58,
in the air out towards
Tyler
left center.
Lyons.
Damn, I'm surprised Yachty made it to
One
second.
hand to make the catch on the move. Now to the plate.
Stick with Revia.
He'll lead things off here in the ninth.
Leading
This
off
guy's
for
in
the
danger of
Yankees,
falling into a
the
very
second
difficult
baseman,
to escape
Gleyber
3-0 deficit. Garcia
Torres.
is there, 1 away.
Why is he talking like that? It's not game 4.
Now
It's not
batting in
a
once
perfect
again.
game,
The right
no
fielder.
hitter.
He struck
Aaron.
out swinging in his last
Ball
at-bat.
outside.
Not any sort of
0-1 to
record
start
here
the
if we
at-bat.
shut them out. I mean, it might be.
Hey,
Has any team been shut out in 3 straight World Series games?
1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
1-2.
It's a battle of the two teams that we steamrolled in 04.
And he struck out again. That's
Well,
the 3rd time he's gone down on
after
strikes in this
game
one.
3 in the
Good
ALCS
fight on that
games.
slider right there. The best
Now
ones have
batting.
that
I'm
late
just gonna
edge.
laugh
The
at
designated
that.
hitter,
At the last minute.
Miguel
They're so tough to get the bat on.
Andujar.
When you've got that good slider going, it's a great
Strike
strikeout.
2.
Taken, called, strike 2.
0-2.
Now they're down to their final strike tonight. Swing.
This
and
is
a miss. It
embarrassing, and
struck
I
him
love
out,
it.
and that'll do it here as the ball
How do you
game
get
is
shut out
over.
in 3
So
straight
the
games in the World
Cardinals are
Series?
1 win away
You
from
fucking
a sweep
suck.
of this fall classic,
I
guys.
love it.
Yeah,
My guess
it's
is
been
they've scored a
totally
run
one-sided so
in
far,
game
Matt.
4 before I get to
Big work
intervene,
to
though.
save, and they'll be raising the trophy. It's all working for this team right now.
And now, what about the Yankees?
Well, here's the bad news. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a World Series. It's been done in the ALCS, so we know it's not infeasible. But before they start
Jack Flaherty shut them out, right?
miracles,
Like, I got shut
they
out in
gotta
game
see
1.
if they can just win 1 game.
Almost positive I did. Ah, damn, they scored. What inning did they score in, though? Is the question. Because we shut them out in at least 27 straight innings. Oh, they scored in the third. Damn it. So we shut them out for 29 straight innings, at least. Could have been 29 in the third, 29 and 2/3, or whatever, but at least 29 innings.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
At no point. Actually, no, it's a lie. They did have the lead. It's the first time in this series in the fourth inning. That's when they had the lead.
No ball. One strike.
One strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack.
I'm surprised I had Bader in this lineup instead of Carpenter.
Cold strike is the slider.
Well, no, I needed him actually because no, I didn't need him. I could have put Edmund back in the outfield. Whatever.
Often see their breaking stuff
Or
starting
Matt
to flatten
Carpenter.
out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Distracted.
Here's to put it away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So
Third
that brings
baseman,
in the power-hitting
Paul
middle infielder Paul
DeYoung.
DeYoung. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Oh,
Fastball off the plate
1-0.
away. It's ball 1. 3-2's our score here in number 6.
ball.
And maybe
Hot.
a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Perfect grounders, my
Hey guys,
ass.
he's
I
lucky
hate
he's getting
perfect
his
grounders.
baseball back.
Even when they're
Now
base hits, I
headed
hate
to
them.
plate,
The center
It's not like
fielder,
a dumb
eyes lit
idea.
up, and he was
Tyler
able to put good wood on it.
Slider in the heart of the plate. I power
Getting
swing,
in and
perfect
looking for
timing.
more, Tyler O'Neill. He
I got
singled
a
his
perfect
last
grounder.
time.
0-1.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2. DeYoung leads off first with 1 away.
We have an error. I wonder if their earned run was... Or I wonder if one of those runs, their first one, wasn't earned.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Up next for the
Third
Cardinals,
trip to the plate for
the
him here
second
tonight.
baseman,
0 for 2 at
Colton
this point.
Wong.
Ball.
Ball 1-0.
1 ball. No strike.
Hit out towards second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to
The
get
catcher,
a glove on
number
it.
4,
Hard single up the middle.
Yadier
Watch your lips right there,
Molina.
Dan. Send it
I'm
back
for
right
sure
where it
convinced Yachty's retiring at the end of the
Yachty
season,
Molina
especially if they got a
digging
ring.
in
Are you kidding me?
He swings and sends
Oh,
it
he's
on a
going out.
line to right center. And this is into the alley here. Should be extra bases even for Molina.
A 2-run double.
And the second run will score.
Could be the final nail in the
Push
coffin.
Margin here to 5-2 now.
The right
Here
fielder,
comes
number
the Yankee
48,
skipper on his way to the
Harrison
mound. And it
Bader.
looks as
That's
though
Yachty.
he's
Your
a little
attention,
bit off
please.
for his starter.
It's not going to be his
Now
last
pitching
at bat.
for
He's
the
guaranteed
Yankees.
one more.
5
Because of where we are in this game.
56.
Damn, if Bader
Got it.
I just missed that one. If Bader hit that out, that would have been
Sure.
interesting.
Get-go here.
He doesn't have many at bats, so his
And that'll
average would be
bring up
high.
Miguel
This game would probably
And
value
through
his World
5
Series
turns
MVP.
in
Leading
batting,
off
he
for the
mustered a
Yankees,
total of 3
hits.
The designated
Terrible,
hitter,
but they're certainly not
Miguel
firing on all cylinders.
and
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's
Okay, this will
game,
be
with so many dominant
his
bullpen
last
arms,
inning, and I'll give him a
certainly
leash
don't
for that
wanna wait
matter.
until the eighth or
Let's sit
ninth
these
to try
two
to break the
down.
bats up.
Warm up Hicks and Gallegos.
Bouncer to the left side. DeYoung gathers it in, and there's one down now.
Shit.
Now batting, the left fielder,
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Giancarlo Stanton.
That's a strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a
Giancarlo
pitcher,
Stanton won the
you really
Gold Glove
like
in
to
left
keep
field in
this guy off the
2020.
bases.
That's how I
This
know
guy
this
that
game's
kinda
full of
sets the
bullshit.
tables for big innings.
Into the corner and
Like,
slicing foul.
no disrespect to Stanton, he was an okay right fielder back in Miami, but he is not Gold Glove material.
2-1 now.
Much less in left field.
It's 2 balls and 2
Years
strikes
later.
now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that?
The down and away
fastball?
slider, the Stanton
Great
special,
job on
gets
the
him
mound, using the
every time.
curveball to set up the
At least
hitter.
if you're a righty.
And they could go
Lefties,
either way
probably
now,
not so
I
much.
suppose.
Now batting,
So we
first
got him
baseman,
swinging. Giancarlo
Luke.
Stanton
No
goes down
ball.
for the
One
second
strike.
out here in the bottom half. Luke Voigt is in with 2 away here as this one swung on
Nope.
and missed for the
That's
first
inside.
strike. A ball and a strike now. So 1-1. Is laid
balls,
off for
one
ball
strike.
2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Well out in
2-2.
front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he struck him out. His 7th of the
Alright,
ball
Miles.
game, and that ends the inning.
Satisfied with the routing? I'm happy with it, and I'll
At the
take it.
plate, Tommy Edman. And he'll get
Tommy
it
Edman led off the
Sorry.
game with a solo shot, made it
Back
1-0
out
on
of
the
this
first
one.
at bat of the game.
Tommy
You love
Here's
that.
the first pitch to
Edman.
him.
Set the pace.
Popped up. LeMahieu waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
the left fielder, number
Now
25.
batting, Avisaíl
Avisaíl
Garcia. Lifetime
Garcia.
against this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 5 runs, 8 hits.
Avi had a 3-run shot in the
Error
5th.
for
Yeah,
Cardinals
Avisaíl
this
Garcia
year.
is the World Series MVP.
There's a swing
No
and
doubt
a
about
ground
it in my
ball,
mind.
and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The stolen base, he's got a couple of home runs. His average
This
is
guy's
definitely
having
up there
a
for the
big
series.
in the postseason. It looks like to me
Up
that
next for the Cardinals,
Goldschmidt's went
isn't
cold
too
here in
big
the
of a
World
first
Series.
baseman.
slowing the game down. He
Paul
looks terrific.
Goldschmidt.
It was a terrible jump, Avi.
Huge series.
Good pitch to
Meanwhile,
run
here,
on,
the
though.
throw
Got
down to
lucky on that
second is
throw.
not in time, and it's a stolen
Because that was a
base.
solid down and away pitch. I got lucky. But that throw skipped in. Multiple stolen bases, multiple home runs. Obviously, Avisaíl Garcia is just having a
1-0.
series.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's
Oh,
lifted
Goldie.
high in the air and deep
Paul
out to
Goldschmidt.
left field.
Arizona
And
fans are
this
going to be a
one
little
is
bit happy by
gone, a
proxy
home
because
run.
Goldie's going to get his ring. Blow it open.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
And that'll bring in
Franmil
Franmil Reyes.
Reyes.
Takes this the other way to right.
Damn, just missed
Judge
that one.
back in plenty of time to put this away, however,
You know what?
and there are
The
2
batter,
gone.
the third baseman,
Ready for another
Paul
chance? Paul DeYoung.
DeYoung.
Down
Hit
Gallegos.
in 2 at-bats for him
More
at this
of
point in the
Wainwright.
ball game.
Because that's the guy that I want recording the last outs. 'Cause he is
First
retiring at the
delivery
end of
to
the
him on the way.
year. As much as I don't care for Wainwright too much.
That gets
DeYoung
down,
coming up.
and the inning continues.
DeYoung's probably going to be second in World Series MVP, but probably first
Dan, right
in the
here you see a
postseason
situation
/ LCS MVP.
the batter,
He's definitely been the best player
seventh
in the entire month of
Tyler
October for me, though.
O'Neill. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Yeah, as much as I don't
Now
care for
pitching
Wainwright
for
or
the
Molina, if they're both
Number
retiring, they're a
53.
legendary battery in St. Louis. I understand that.
Richard.
You know, part of 2 rings. Well,
I was concerned about
sort
getting
of.
the guy
Wainwright
out swinging
was out
the
for the
bat.
2011 season, but he was still there. You know, still part of the team. Both Cardinals for life, as far as I know.
Pause, and the 0-2. Hit
So.
on the ground to third. He's got a quick
Got him.
throw to Torres to retire the sub.
Is he warmed up all the way?
Bottom of the inning now.
Should be
Leading
after I
off
do that.
for the
Dangerous
Yankees,
power threat.
The
Gary
catcher,
Sanchez.
Gary.
Adam Wainwright gets the call.
Let's let him record one more
Sanchez.
career
Over on the
save,
mound and start the home
but I'll make it
seventh.
the 3-inning variety, hopefully.
8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2-0.
That's a strike. I don't like his pitching animation. I thought I did in the years past. I don't know if this is a different one for him. That was a hanger.
After being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
I was asking to be hit for a home run.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that?
I believe 06 was Wainwright's first year too. So
The
like,
center fielder.
in his first year, he was like bullpen arm closer that closed out the game-winning, the World Series winning game. So what a way to end his career too. This is one of the most poetic ones I've done so far.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
He's out.
Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more
Now
like a
batting,
6-3
shortstop,
ground ball. Nevertheless,
DJ.
there are 2 away now.
Love Mayhew.
0-1.
Wainwright had a solid final season too, I believe. His numbers were not bad.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Like he's actually kind of earned
Down the
this
right field line.
this year.
But this
Could've
is going
caught
to
that.
wind up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Popped up. Goldschmidt over to his left.
It looks all the same.
And that's the third out. Pretty.
I wish it was at
Your
home for their
attention,
sake,
please.
but at the same time, I'm
Now
glad that
pitching
it's not, so that way I can
for
get
the
Wainwright 3 innings without having to worry about him
Number
hitting or
48.
pinch hitting for him.
Comes
Tommy.
the first pitch.
Kingsley.
3 straight innings of scoring 2 runs.
Judge is on the move.
Scored 2 runs in the
There
5th, the
and
6th, and the
reports
7th.
first out.
The catcher, number 4.
Stepping in,
Yadier.
Molina. He'll try to
Yadi gets a
follow
2-run
up
double.
in
Wainwright
his
gets the last
at-bat
outs.
With another big hit right here. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yadier Molina, what could be his last career at bat here.
Throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not
I
going
like
to
his
see that
stance, I'm not
pitch
going to lie though.
Canely is known in
If you're a
part
better
as
hitter, I'd probably
reliever
use him to
with
go deep.
A clutch factor, perhaps, an escape artist. Oh,
That's a
look at
very
the
unnecessary slide.
Hey now.
Like, that's just being a dick. Like, you're actually a piece of shit. But it doesn't surprise me because you're on the Yankees, so.
The batter.
Now at
The
the
right
plate,
fielder.
Harrison Bader. He's
Harrison
working on a 1
Bader.
for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
Oh.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I'm glad, though, I don't have to worry about pulling Franmil Reyes out of right for fielding's sake.
On the
nice.
screws to shortstop.
Oh,
but
LeMahieu
caught to
playing short? Oh, LeMahieu was a second baseman. Is that Glaber at second? Is Glaber a second baseman or a shortstop? No, they're both second basemen. That's what it was. That's why they got rid of Didi, because they needed to put one of the two at short. DJ's a second baseman, Glaber's also a second baseman. And they can both play short as a backup position. I would have probably put Glaber at short because he's got a little bit of a better arm than DJ. But DJ's an overall better fielder, so if you're going to move anyone and take that secondary fielding hit, you know, you'd probably want your better fielder.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, number 29.
Oh. 1-0.
I may need to grab a Zyrtec. Okay. That's why I fucking hate this game. Because it just decides I'm going to run right past the ball. Now Wainwright got charged for a hit that he shouldn't have. Should be 1 out, nobody on base. I guarantee I give up a run this inning now because that's how this game operates. It just likes to fuck me.
But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it
Late on a
again.
90-mile-an-hour pitch.
Hey, having a right here, I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the
Come on, dude.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And a good
There we go.
sinker there.
Piece of
Gets him
shit.
swinging for the touchdown.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution.
The right fielder, number
There's a
99.
good chance it turns into a double
Aaron.
play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of
Not so much there.
That's excellent pitching.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him.
Wow,
And
that's not a
the
strike,
third
but I'll
time
take it.
We've written a K next to his name. This one. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
That's not a strike either.
Miguel
One strike.
Andujar.
Someone just wants to go home by the sounds of it. That's a strike at least.
2 runs, 4 hits. And no
Go foul.
errors for the Yankees so far.
Nice.
Double!
Now a 58-foot curveball.
One ball.
Misses for
Two
a
strike.
ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that.
This
Shit.
is line to left. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble.
What
as
the
it
fuck?
looks like it'll be good for extra bases.
I'm very glad they held it third, because if that got fielded regularly, they should have.
Up next
But this
for
game
the
almost
Yankees,
just fucked me again.
the left fielder.
This could be a real make or break
Giancarlo
situation at this point in the game.
Stanton.
Scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing.
Come on,
Baseball
Wainwright, pitch out
doesn't
of
have a
danger
clock,
one last
but
time
you
in
only
your career.
have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those.
I can't
pretty
do a
quick.
down and away
Ball
slider,
and
but I can do
2
a down and away
strikes to
cutter.
count. Just hung in there on that one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and that liner caught him.
See, that's what I mean.
Recovery
And
throw
even
is
if he
not
had
in
enough time to actually
and
recover
that'll
and
go
make an
down
actual
for a
throw,
beautiful
it was a little
single.
looper of a throw.
Now
That's what I mean.
batting,
Anytime
first
I do that, though,
baseman,
that would have been a double play.
Now
Somehow. Even with
hit
2
in the
outs, they would have turned a double play on me.
This looks like it'll get him out of it. Bader is there
And
as
instead,
he
the game
makes
fucks me like that.
all set for the start of the inning.
Leading off
That'll
for
bring
St.
up
Louis,
the switch hitting
the
shortstop,
shortstop,
Tommy Edman.
Tommy
Ready with the first pitch.
Edman.
Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Yeah, obviously,
Now
Garcia is
batting.
definitely the World Series MVP. His numbers have been insane in this series alone. Which, I mean, that's obviously the World Series
Good
MVP.
slider here to start the
In the postseason, he's been having quite the time.
1-0.
Trade acquisition's paying off.
Fly ball out
Oh,
toward
can you
left
imagine if
center
he went deep
field.
again?
And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Now
And
batting,
that brings up Paul
the first
Goldschmidt.
baseman,
He went deep for
Paul
a 2-run homer in his
Goldschmidt.
previous at-bat.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll
I
be
knew that was off the
interesting
plate.
this AB to see if they give him the steady.
All right, here's a chance at the Cardinals with 4 game sweep with Adam Wainwright getting the last 3 outs.
Striding in, Gary Sanchez
leading
will
off
be the
for
first
the
at bat here in
Yankees,
the inning with his guys
the
in need of
catcher,
some ninth
Gary.
inning magic. They're
Gary
gonna
likes hitting
force a
curveballs.
game to fly.
Sanchez.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And there's
Come on,
his
go to, you
first
fat
base hit
fuck.
in this one.
That was a terrible throw. He still got there quick enough. That just was not a good throw.
Right there. That's a pretty good
Up
save.
next
Just
for the
happens to
Yankees,
hook that
the
one
center
right to left
fielder,
field for a base hit.
Aaron
Got the bad head out right there, Dan. He
Hicks.
was able to get that one to left.
I'm a fan of how many hits I've given up for
Barely able to
Wainwright.
make contact.
This is
Down
part of why I
0-2
wanted
now.
to save him for just the
Now
ninth,
the
but
0-2 pitch.
if he pitches 3 innings, he should
Late
technically
swing
be
and
getting a
ball line
save.
fouled into the seats
But I
past
know
the
sometimes
third
the game
base
doesn't do
dugout.
that if you do that with a starter.
Fouled away. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Ready with another 2-strike offering, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Here's the second baseman, DJ.
now batting, shortstop, DJ Love Mayhew.
To this point. That evens it up 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. After it is O'Neill. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting,
Coming to the plate
number
now,
29,
Gio Urshela. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
That's a
Low
ball.
with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Still even at 2-2. And this will miss down
3-2.
low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Torres will be next. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chopped to third, but this will get fouled, so they'll do it again, 3-2.
They don't.
And he fouls this one off.
shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing.
I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this team. Fucking retarded. It's the only fucking option for baseball. It's almost as bad as Madden being the only option for football. That's not a strike, but thank you. About fucking time. I deserve that. Fuck you.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
It's the age difference here.
Plate 1-1.
Gleyber's like 20. Wainwright's 38. Torres is 23. 15-year difference. And then if you go back 14 years ago. Wow, Gleyber Torres was in single digits when Wainwright won the 06 World Series.
The 1-1 pitch.
It's not a strike.
Last chance for the Yankees. And
There it is.
Fly ball, and this should do it. And that does it. One of the all-time great organizations, the Cardinals, are once again World Series champs.
Wainwright and Molina right at the bottom of the pile. 14 years later.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating.
Okay, Wainwright did get the save. Awesome. So glad I'm done with this fucking team. Cardinals, World Series champs, plus 12 team affinity, grade A, amazing, no A plus, which is kind of dumb, but considering how bad this team pretty much is, overrated and everything, and yet I drag them to 1 win away from tying the all-time wins record in a World Series. But let's take a look at the chart, and the thing too with the chart is we didn't have like the best of starts. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great. It wasn't until about game 45 that we started to take off. From 45 to probably like 61. And then again, we kind of petered for a little bit. And then right around a little after game 80, probably 85-ish or so there, we started to take off again. And then towards the end, we kind of stalled out a little bit too. Player boost, though. 1 for Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for Corey Kluber in the trade, 1 for Avisail Garcia in the trade, 1 for Carlos Martinez, 1 for Dakota Hudson, 1 for Miles McCollus, 1 for Franmil Reyes in the trade. So I ended up getting 7 player boosts, but there were more pitchers than anything. No, it's 3 and 3, right? No, 4. 4 pitchers, 3 position players. Final look at the standings, since I didn't really do this. This was expected. Not really expected, especially by this much, and them in second, and them under 500. Can't talk about my own division, but still that was expected beyond that, and so was that, sort of. And that was expected. This is the only unexpected thing here. The Diamondbacks had the wild card home field advantage, and the Phillies were only a game out. But yeah, okay, we'll take a look at the player stats. If I can fucking get to them. Cardinal stats, starting with the pitchers in the postseason. Tyler Webb, 3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, an ERA of 3, 1 walk, a whip of 1. He had 2 appearances for 3 innings. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run on a home run. John Gant pitched only 1 time. He made 1 appearance for 1 inning. Struck out 2 out of the 3 batters. He did give up a hit, but he didn't give up any runs, so a 0 ERA, 1 whip. Alex Reyes made 1 appearance. He pitched for 1 inning. He struck out 2 batters. Didn't walk, didn't hit, didn't run, so 0s for ERA and whip. Jordan Hicks pitched in only 2 games. Only made 2 appearances in 2 innings. He struck out 4 guys. Gave up 1 hit, no walks, no runs, ERA 0, whip .5. Giovanni Gallegos, another setup guy. 3 appearances, 3 innings. He struck out 8 out of 9 batters, which is really impressive. 0 hits, 0 walks, 0 runs, ERA 0, whip 0. Andrew Miller, who ended up being my closer, made 5 appearances, got 5 saves, 0 walks, struck out 5 guys, gave up no runs, only 1 hit in those 4 2/3 innings. So good for an ERA of 0 and a whip of .21. Adam Wainwright, 1 appearance, World Series Game 4, pitched 3 innings. Didn't walk anyone, struck out 4 guys. He got 5 hits, 2 runs off of him for an ERA of 6 and a whip of 1.67. Dakota Hudson made 1 appearance, and it was for a third of an inning, and I didn't even mean to do that. But in 1/3 of an inning, he just recorded a regular rolled out. It wasn't a strikeout, didn't no hits, no walks, no runs, so 0s across the board for him. John Brebbia pitched in 3 games for 5 innings. He struck out 9 batters. He gave up no runs, 2 hits, no walks, so an ERA of 0 and a whip of .4. Carlos Martinez. Now we get to the starters. Martinez started in 3 games. All 3 games were quality starts. He pitched in 19 innings. He walked 2 guys. In those 3 games, in those 19 innings, he gave up 12 hits, 1 run. Good for an ERA of .47, a whip of .74, so flip-flop those numbers, and he struck out 26. Jack Flaherty had to probably be my second best or my best starter for sure. He was my Game 1 starter in all 3 series. He pitched 20 2/3 innings. He went 2-0 in those 3 starts. Only 2 were quality starts, though. He gave up 11 hits, 4 runs across those 20 2/3 innings and struck out 39, an ERA of 1.74 with a .63. Miles Mikolas here made 2 starts, actually. Only 2 starts, I believe. 2 starts, yep. And in those 2 starts, he pitched 13 innings, walked 4 batters, struck out 14. Both of them were quality starts, though. He gave up 11 hits, 3 runs across those 13 innings for an ERA of 2.08 and a whip of 1.15. And then my best pitcher in the postseason was the trade acquisition at the deadline, Corey Kluber. 3 starts, 3-0, 3 quality starts, 0 walks for that matter. In those 3 starts, he gave up 12 hits, just 2 runs, struck out 35 in 23 1/3 innings for a .77 ERA and a .51 whip. Position players, Lane Thomas did not have an at-bat. Matt Wieters did not have an at-bat. Brad Miller pinch hit once for me, and in his at-bat, he did nothing. Harrison Bader had 8 at-bats. He never pinch hit for me, but it was in the 2 AL games. In his 8 at-bats, he had 2 hits. 1 was a home run, which was a solo shot, so we got an RBI and a run on that. Oh, I'm going to have to join that party, aren't I? Assuming it's still there. Hey, Mr. Breathy. If James comes in here and says he wants to play, do you want to play? He's here. If you guys want to play, just give me like 5 minutes and then I'll be there. I'll be right back in that time, though. Okay, mute the party. Harrison Bader, got him out of the books there. Matt Carpenter, poor guy, got relegated to the bench. Probably still could have used him against righties, but still he got 6 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 run scored, 1 RBI for a .333 average. Bader had a .250 average, by the way. Franmil Reyes went relatively cold in the really cold in the postseason. 39 at-bats, he had 6 hits for a .154 average. He scored 7 runs and had 2 home runs, 7 RBIs at least. Obviously, El Garcia had to be one of the best bats in the postseason. Definitely World Series MVP in my eyes. Had 43 at-bats, 16 hits for a .372 average, 12 runs scored on the base paths, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. Could actually be the postseason MVP as well, but there is one guy who I think gives him earnest money. Garcia definitely gets World Series MVP, though. Tommy Edman, kind of cold. 48 at-bats, only got 10 hits for a .208 average, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 6 runs scored, 1 stolen base, a .208 average. Tyler O'Neill was pretty hot, at least not in the power category, but he was pretty hot overall. 41 at-bats, he had 16 hits for a .390 average, 4 runs scored, 1 home run, 9 RBIs, 4 stolen bases. Yadier Molina, I'm fine with that from Yadi because of how old he is and how not good he is with the bat anymore. Not that he was ever really great with it, but in 41 at-bats, he had 10 hits with a .244 average, Didn't go deep at all. He scored only 1 run on the base paths, but he had 6 RBIs. So I'm fine with that. Paul DeJong, I think, is the guy who was probably the best from the start of October to the end. 39 at-bats. He had 16 hits for a .410 average. 8 runs scored on the base paths. 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a stolen base. OPS of 1.260, which is freaky good. Paul Goldschmidt, 44 at-bats. Goldschmidt was kind of just there. I expected better from him, but I'm happy with him still. 44 at-bats, 15 hits, 341 average, so that's great. 10 runs scored, that's great. 2 home runs, that's fine. 7 RBIs, that's pretty damn good. 341 average, and he stole a base. And Colton Wong, 42 at-bats. He had 9 hits for a 214 average. 5 runs scored, no home runs, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base. Just kind of there. That's fine. Take a look at the regular season stats really quick. I'm going to breeze through this a little bit faster than usual, so that I can try and talk to these guys and play with them maybe. Tyler Webb in the regular season got his overall up to 73. He's 29 years old with deep potential. Don't see much more coming out of him from here. In the regular season, he had 3 at-bats. He didn't get a hit, but he walked once. Pitching-wise, though, out of the bullpen, he made 69 appearances. Wow. 5 wins, 3 losses. No saves, but 3 blown, 10 holds. 71 innings pitched. Not bad. 60 strikeouts, a 2.79 ERA, and a 1.18 whip. Tyler Webb is actually pretty damn dependable. It's really solid. .6 WAR. I'm happy with him. He was worth the money. He's happy. And, yeah. That's that. John Gant. John Gant out of the bullpen got his overall up to 73. B potential at 27. Maybe room for a little bit more improvement there, but probably not much more out of him. Offensively, he did get a hit. But out of the bullpen, he made 46 appearances, 4 wins, no losses, no saves, no blowns, 4 holds, 58 and 2/3 innings pitched. He had an 59 strikeouts, a 3.68 ERA, and a 1.45 WHIP. Hold on a second. James, did you want to play Apex with us? Okay, I'm coming.